What's up, Internet? I'm Chimera, and I am bad at Homecoming City of Heroes. We're back with Professor Lareaux. He's doing some research here in a local magic shop, and we're about to give Mercedes a call, see if she's got some more magical artifacts that she wants us to investigate. I'm sure you remember. I'm sure you remember Amanda Gates, Professor Lareaux. It would seem she's ratted out some of her accomplices. Someone in Independence Port called the Magic Man. Some of my sources indicate that the Sioux have been dropping that name today. Head over to Independence Port and question the Sioux about the Magic Man. According to Amanda, she never met the Magic Man in person. She received the Dirge of Chaos in a package from him. Whoever he is definitely went through some effort to hide his identity, and this is what has me worried. If the Magic Man has my family's artifacts and is doling them out to unscrupulous individuals, we might have a serious problem on our hands. So we got ourselves another, um, I go to a place and I beat up some dudes until the next mission. So the Sioux tell you that they don't know anything about the Magic Man, but they have heard their boss, Black Dragon, mention him before. They tell you about a warehouse where the Black Dragon is at right now. You notice a few carefully placed symbols near the doorway indicating that this is indeed a Sioux safe house. Black Dragon gladly informs you that the Magic Man works for Jimmy the Preacher, a family I do not actually know how to pronounce that word, consigliere, who has been giving the Sioux a lot of trouble in Independence Port lately. The family? Well, I'm glad I'm not a betting woman. Now that we know who the Magic Man works for, it shouldn't be too tough to track him down. Though I must admit, I'm a little concerned with why he is called the Magic Man. He must have my family's artifacts. According to Black Dragon, the Magic Man works for Jimmy the Preacher. He has an office in Steel Canyon. Go down to Jimmy's office and get some answers. Jimmy the Preacher is a powerful man, Professor Lareaux. But I know the family. They'll sacrifice their lieutenants to save their own skins. This is Jimmy's legitimate business front. Security out front seemed lacking, but you have a feeling that inside there's another issue altogether. Jimmy the Preacher tells you that the Magic Man and some family goons are headed to a cargo ship in Independence Port with the intention of blowing it up. Jimmy also tells you that the Magic Man used to be just another punk in a cheap suit who did dirty jobs for the family, back when he was just known as Mickey Maloney. But then Maloney started taking down the Sioux with regularity, though he earned But when Maloney started taking down the Sioux with regularity, though, he earned the nickname of the Magic Man. Good job, Professor Lareaux. While we don't have enough dirt on Jimmy the Preacher to put him away, other than trying to kill you, you did find out who the Magic Man is, and more importantly, where to find him. I'm worried about the note he left for you outside of Jimmy's office, though. It sounds like the Magic Man is toying with you, but I wonder. According to Jimmy the Preacher, Mickey, the Magic Man Maloney, is headed to a cargo ship anchored in Independence Port with the intention of blowing it up. That cargo ship belongs to a shipping company that is run by the Sioux. I'm sure you can imagine how bad this situation could get. Get on that ship and stop the Magic Man. Professor Lareaux, remember that there is a good chance that the Magic Man has some of my artifacts. I'm not sure which ones, but be on your guard. He might be more dangerous than he looks. Somebody nearby yells something about explosives. Normally, by the time I get to this mission, I've got a character that can fly and I can skip through most of this. Um, no such luck this time. After arousing Big Tony from his forcefully induced nap, you ask him a few hard questions. It doesn't take him long to spill his guts about the warrior's hideout on Talos Island where the Magic Man ran off to. He also tells you that the Magic Man can jump through time and thanks to his magic stop that he can jump through time thanks to his magic stopwatch. Good job disarming those explosives, Professor Lareaux. With what Big Tony said and the notes that the Magic Man has been leaving for you, I have no doubt that he has the Devil's Timepiece. The Devil's Timepiece is an old pocket watch that my great-grandfather bought in a Bombay flea market some time before the turn of the century. He didn't know it at the time, but the pocket watch had the ability to shift the wearer through time. It wasn't until my father, Thomas Shelton, found the watch in an old cabinet drawer that he discovered it had magical properties. The Devil's Timepiece is evil, Professor Lareaux. For every moment it shifts you through time, it takes a toll on your soul, twisting you to do evil. If the Magic Man has the watch, then it explains why he has been able to avoid you. You've probably run into him countless times, only to have him jump back and make different choices to avoid a confrontation where he loses. The only question that remains is, if he fled to the warrior's hideout on Talos Island, why did he want you to know about it? I didn't mean to do that. The Devil's Timepiece explains how the Magic Man escaped from the ship. You must have caught him before, and he used the artifact to rewind time before you arrived and then jumped ship. Big Tony said that he fled to a warrior's hideout on Talos Island. I wonder what the story is behind that. At any rate, it sounds like the Magic Man is afraid of you, Professor Lareaux. I'm guessing that he doesn't have anywhere else to go and figures the warriors might deter you from following. You should get over to Talos Island before the Magic Man disappears again. Remember, the Devil's Timepiece will enable the Magic Man to shift through time. I imagine he will not be easy to defeat. Also, be careful with the warriors. Their weapons aren't for show. You hear the clash of steel against steel and excited voices further inside. Now, excuse me, for the life of me, I cannot remember the 80s movie that the Warriors are based on, but like they're practically wholesale lifted from this one movie where there were like gangs fighting each other or whatever. And I mean, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Like they're definitely like from that movie. If you can remember the name of that movie, let me know in the comments if you're one of my few regulars. It might the name of the movie might just be The Warriors for all I know. So the whole concept behind that fight was that he was using the stopwatch to kind of reset the fight, and he was setting me up to defeat Professor Lareaux once and for all in that warehouse. But it um, for some reason it backfired and it stopped working for him. You have it. You've recovered the Devil's Timepiece. It would seem that Mickey Maloney had never heard of a paradox before. Using the watch to go back to a time and place where he already existed created a temporal paradox, which stopped the Devil's Timepiece when he needed it most. You removed a dangerous artifact from the hands of someone who was too short-sighted to understand its power, and in doing so, probably saved Mickey Maloney's soul. Perhaps after some time in a prison cell, Maloney might reveal how he got his hands on one of my family heirlooms. Professor Lareaux, I thank you for all you have done for myself, my family, and the Midnight Squad. And with that, I think we're going to wrap this up, and we'll continue. We'll continue our adventures with Mercedes Shelton in our next episode. Goodbye.